Hi guys, Bobby here, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I put together my deluxe sample packs. Now these aren't my normal sample packs, these are just for my deluxe. You can see one of them, she is local, so I don't have to mail it off. I get to save some money. But anyway, these are what I am doing and putting them together. You don't have to contend and have the Pinterest syndrome. They don't have to be elaborate, but they do want to look organized and concise. And because presentation is everything, but you don't have to spend an arm and a leg or hours upon hours doing stuff. So, step one, catalog. Make sure you have your contact info back here because you never know, sharing is caring, and they might share this catalog with somebody else and they're going to need to know how to contact you. So put your info here. I just use one of my little pre-made labels that I have. It's actually the ones that I earned from my 60-day props. Boop, boop. Okay. So then I have a letter thanking them because, again, these are my regular customers that keep coming back, and I am super excited to really pamper them with these samples. They're getting 14 samples, which is freaking epic for me to give, for one. And two, I did deluxe samples with the last catalog, but it was mostly chunks and hand creams because that's what I could afford. They're getting chunks, hand creams, the shampoo, conditioner, they're getting the feet stuff, they're getting the Bearadol, they're getting body scrubs and body creams, and they're getting a lot of stuff this time. So it's fantastic. Really excited to give this for them. And a little letter thanking them for their orders and their support in my business and being active with me in this and just sharing the Posh love because it makes it so much fun. It's what makes everything worth it, right? And then I have a little description here because I know it's like, wow, you wrote them like a lot. Well, I wrote them what they have and what to do it for, because we take advantage as consultants sometimes that we know what the products are and how to use them, but our customers don't. And that's one of the things I had to learn as a newbie when I was brand new almost a year ago now, and I would send out my samples and then I'd get messages like, hey, I got my samples in, but what is it? And I was like, it's a chunk, so it's soap. You just use it like you would soap. But that's, that's something we take for granted, but not everybody knows that. So you do need to explain it. And it takes a little bit of effort, but it's not much. And then it goes a lot further with your customers because then you're telling them what to do with it. You always want to include your why. These people know my why. I probably need to do a video on my why. I haven't done one yet. But I'm including that as well for them because you always want to send it out because you never know when you're reinstilling why you do this and what makes it worthwhile to you. Maybe it'll speak to them and maybe they'll want to join you. Okay? And then business cards. So I got all of this and I'm putting this in. And then I just take it and fold it in half. Now I don't crease it. And I don't crease it on purpose because I want this to be open, right? The business cards are not cooperating, so I'll wait to do those. Okay, but this paper will. So see, now I have a cute, cool, maybe I'll say gruel for great and cool. Who gets that one, huh? Anyway, so now I have a little opening so that I can pop my samples in the middle. Then I have these cellophane bags. I got these off of Amazon. I will put a link in the description so you know how to get your hands on them as well. And I just put them all the way to the edge. Okay? All the way to the edge. I have all of this opening here. I'll tell you what to do with it in just a second. It's not complicated. And then I have, again, my business info right here. This is my revamped for my rebrand to make it look fancier. So now all the post office workers, anyone who handles this package at all, if this catches their eye because it's bright and colorful, if they like it, they know how to contact me as well. Okay, and then the only other real step that I'm doing for these is I have smaller cellophane bags. So I could put the link for these in as well. I just get these off of Amazon. And so what I'm doing is I am taking my samples. They're getting toast before bros. And I'm putting the Portal ones in first because they are really nice and stable. And they can widen this out. They're getting Bearadol. Which, by the way, use a cotton pad with Bearadol. Unless you're using the cleansing wipes. I find that a cotton ball and just your hands, the product doesn't work nearly as well, but a cotton pad, you can get like a whole pack of them for like $1.97 at Walmart, or probably even cheaper than that at the Dollar Tree. And it makes that product work so much better, more less of the product goes even further when you use a cotton pad. Trust me, because cotton balls and paper towels, it absorbs too well and doesn't work as well on your face. They're getting to try That's So Cosmo. And then on the bottom, I am going to start putting in my chunks because they're just going to widen this packet and make it a lot nicer for my other homemade samples, because I just don't want them going everywhere and I want them more solid in the packet. If you follow me, you know that they're getting the Where You Been All My Life and Easy Peasy. I did want to tell y'all what I was putting in here. But I do samples for 70 cents. But I have in the last 2 months had 2 bust open on me, but out of all of them that I've sent out, that's not bad. But I've also done some enhancements, so I probably need to redo that video. But I'm putting them in this packet so they don't go everywhere in this package, and so that they stay nice and neat, and that'll help them from busting open as well. So, but they're getting dyed in, and I'm just squeezing everything down at the bottom. They're getting to try the little Snarky. I have done videos on how I do my chunk samples and my Snarky bars, so I might put the description for that in the video as well. And then this is the rest of my homemade samples. I also now use the bigger bags, the 2 by 3 inches. You can get these little bead bags at Walmart, $1 for 100 of them. And this is what I'm doing now. I can untape this one real quick just to show you. They're really big. And I'm putting just a little bit of product in there, so now it has all of this room to move, and this is going to help it from busting open and staying contained. I also have the Scotch tape here. I have this. I made sure that it is nice and sealed tight. All the air has been squeezed out. All of those steps are important. And then I just folded it over and taped it with Scotch tape. Now, a lot of people say to use these, what are these called again? But, you know, the cute tape, the name will come to me. Washi tape. There we go. The washi tape, but it does not stick to these little Ziploc bags, like, at all. So, Scotch tape is the way to go. It's clear, so you can't see. But anyway, this is what I'm going to do from now on to make sure that these don't bust out and spill anymore for my customers. So, I'm putting in the dock. They're getting to try Hippie Hooray, which smells really good, by the way. Bright Young Thing, which is our brand new face wash that is not exfoliating. It brightens, it tightens, and it just makes your skin radiant because it's got the macadamia oil in it, it's got caffeine, and it's got the ginseng, which helps brighten everything. It's super awesome. Posh hand cream, which smells phenomenal, by the way. Posh did an amazing job with that one. It's my husband's new favorite, and I was wearing it the other day playing with his shirt, and he couldn't stop smelling my hand. He was like, that just smells sexy. And it says floral, which my husband and I don't like floral. Normally floral makes him reminds my husband of like grandmother type smells, which is, you know, like, no. But that one is a floral, but it's like really, really light floral with the vanilla. It smells awesome. You need it in your life. They're getting to try All a Blur, which I'm realizing the lighting is like, there we go, boop, boop. Now you can see it. And I have a video on how I make my labels. They're getting to try the As If I Hair shampoo, which is the only one, because it's so liquidy, that's doing this extra step for it. I just don't want it to go all over in the bag. And then the Trust to Impress. Everything else is pretty thick. Okay, so that is everything in my little bag. Take off that little part. And so this has the sticky. And I'm taking it and folding it over and just pressing it closed. Now everything is here. And then I'm taking the washi tape just to add decoration and make it cute. This one says smile all over it, which is super cute, and that's what I'm hoping this does, is give them some happy mail, something outside of bills, and just thank them for their business and make them smile. So then I'm going to put that over where it seals down. The washi tape seems to be sticking to this pretty well, but it does not those Ziploc bags. Okay, and so there we go. Isn't that cute? So that is all their samples, and it's going to stay nice and contained. Then I have my little bag. Again, there's all prepped to the side. Drop in their samples. And pardon me one sec, because I dropped my business cards. So I have the business cards. Pop them in. Okay. And then take this part of the seal off as well. which I'll go ahead and put these in. Some of my people ordered in my mystery hostess, and the ones that didn't win, they're getting extra 2 samples. They're getting the Awesome and Games and the Envy This face mask, just because they're regulars and I really do appreciate them, so I want to give them a little bit of extra. Oh, I already pulled it off. So you just pinch right here so that that's nice and neat. Fold that over. Okay, and then you have all this extra, right? Real easy. Take it, fold it over again, push all that air out, and then I take packing tape. You can get this really cheap at Brad's. By the way, this washi tape, I don't know if I've said it or not, but I got this at Claire's for really cheap. It was on clearance, I think $2, and I got 3 rolls, and they were like pretty huge. So just shop around. You don't have to spend a ton of money. You just want it to look neat and organized and put together. And your customers mainly just want to try product. I promise, that's their biggest goal. And so that's it. But that is how I put my deluxe sample packs together. They look really nice and compact and really nice presentation. And I love that these are open. You can actually smell the goodness outside of the bag without opening it, which is fabulous. So you want this to smell up the trucks in a good way and make people go, what is that? And find your info again. Don't send anything out without your info on it. I mean, don't do it. And then people can find you, and if they're interested, they will look you up, which is pretty fantastic. That's what you want. So anyways, that is all I do. I hope this was helpful. I also can send these out, well, with this many samples in it, this is probably going to cost just over $3 to send out. Normally it costs like $2.77. The new catalogs are 6.5 ounces, but just a couple of samples in it, it's not going to up it that much. I'll probably have to weigh these to find out exactly how many ounces this is, because it seems a little bit. But really, that's it, guys. So I hope you liked this video. Hope you found it helpful. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to keep up with more Poshy awesomeness from me. And drop comments in below if you have any questions. I'll be happy to answer them. So thank you for watching. Bye.